and it is very good to see you. Today I probably have about 100 things that I should be doing, but really only one thing that I want to be doing, and that is taking cuttings, as it probably says in the title of this video. I'm ready to take my cuttings for the spring. Part of me is tempted to bemoan how behind I am with the season, but you know what? This year is not about subscribing to those kinds of feelings. So whatever time I take the cuttings is the time for taking cuttings. Anyways, without getting into anything like that, if you clicked on this video, I am very happy to see you. I hope that you are well. And if you're not well, I hope that, you know, we can just chill, relax, and, you know, take it easy for the next 30 minutes or so, and take a break and have some enjoyment as part of our day. So, getting into it, today's video is about taking my cuttings, my propagations for the spring 2024, even though it's almost summer. But before we jump in, I thought it might be kind of fun to take a look at some of the plants that I propagated last year, and just kind of like enjoy and appreciate how well they've done. Well, we can start, there's one right behind me. That's kind of how I got the idea. This Synopsis Argyrius, Silvery Ann, you know, you can call it a whole bunch of different things, but I'm so proud of how well it's doing. We took cuttings of this plant last spring in 2023 because the plant itself was just suffering so badly, and I'm just so proud that it actually has turned out really well. There's a leaf here with some like sun damage. It got too sunny until I moved it. It has been growing in this cute glass vessel, and it is dehydrated, 100% dehydrated, so I should remember to water it, but that's fun. We also have this blue star fern. I don't know, one of my most popular ferns, one of my most popular plants on the internet, probably because it's one of the only ones. It's growing well. I'm not going to pick it up because it's in a heavy ceramic planter that is full of water. Let's see who else has propagated across the room. This is my Micans that we propagated in spring 2023. We're going to propagate it again today. It is also 100% dehydrated, this poor thing. You can see a lot of these leaves that have had no light and, you know, not enough water. They really suffer. Okay, I think this is where I want to start with the propagations. So let's jump over. I'll insert the rest of the updates, and we can check those out while I get my supplies ready. And then we're going to start with propagations on this one right here. And I actually want to start with like watering that plant and showering it down so that it's a little bit nicer when I take the propagations. Like, I want it to be hydrated, and I would like it to be clean because I'm going to gift the propagations. So let's go wash it down, and then we will find the rest of the updates.
Hop in my getaway car, let's go just for the night. Nowhere is ever too far, baby, all we got is time. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here. From the ghost to the coast, where everything is clear. Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastors. Let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over.
begins to dry up a little bit, we can do a couple more updates. The next one is this combination philodendron emerald, philodendron moonlight. It's doing okay. You can see it's mostly roots, kind of maybe more than I would like to see, but honestly, I'm not gonna change the pot for a while. But it has adjusted pretty well growing together. It has, you know, some growing pains here and there from getting too much light, not enough humidity. This leaf, when it was unfurling, it snapped off. But you can see if you look at the stems, it has gotten significantly healthier recently. You can see how much thicker this stem is than what we see down here. I think this is when I started like feeding it a little bit more. So yeah, fertilize your plants. And then another update from last year is this Addisonii. These things grow very easily. I sold and gave away the majority of my cuttings, and I kept like the funkier, uglier cuttings for myself. I planted them into this pot, and you know, all in all, it's fine. It's obviously a little bit awkward. I mean, that's the main description of my whole collection. A little bit awkward, not perfect, pretty funky, but you know, we're embracing it and we're going with it, and you know, I don't have any problem with it. But update on this. And as we go around, if I see something that I can recall, specifically having propagated last spring, I'll come sit down in this corner and show it. But otherwise, we're just gonna keep on rolling.
Hop in my getaway car, let's go just for the night. Nowhere is ever too far, baby, all we got is time. A small town, run down, so let's run.
All right, well actually this tetrasperma is one of the plants that we propagated last year. So if you take a look at the plant, you can see where it was cut and the new growth that grew out over the spring. And if you look down, we can see where we planted in some of those cuttings. So like the new cuttings are pretty short still. Like the plant is much fuller and much denser near the bottom. And then as you go out, it thins out. As you go up, it thins out quite significantly. So we will just wait on all of that new growth as it continues to climb. Another fun update from this spring is that my Hoya Wayetii has been flowering. This is the second round of flowers. We have these ones are open. If you see this peduncle right here just finished, and I'm wondering if it might even bloom again. And then we have this peduncle getting ready to open pretty soon. You can see how sappy it is. And it's dripping because I keep touching it. But to be fully honest, I tasted the sap, a few days ago, and it tasted like subtle and sweet. And, I didn't get sick, like nothing bad happened, but let me smell it. Oh, it's sappy. It's very floral, like the fragrance is very floral. I don't know what the typical, what people say it's supposed to smell like, but to me it just smells very flowery. The sap is so wet and watery. It doesn't It doesn't have a fragrance on its own. Like the flower itself is what is mostly fragrant. I'm gonna go wash my hands though. I just wanted to get the dewdrops like off of there so they don't just fall on their own. All right, on this side of the room, we have a lot of propagations to take. We'll start with the linearis, and then we'll go out to the Adansonii and this other micans. But first we have I see an update that we can do. Okay, this is just a Hawaiian pothos. It's like a golden pothos. It has the potential to get much larger, but I have been giving it pretty much abysmal conditions. But something fun that I experimented with is having it be in water only. So this whole root ball is just in water, and it has been dehydrated. I mean, you know, this is going to be another theme. It has been dehydrated quite substantially, and I think I'm ready. I want to use this container for something else, I think. But I'm just going to go fill it back up with water and put it back on the shelf. Let's do the linearis. Just as a brief update, I have been having such a good time growing this plant. It flowered so many times over like the autumn and the spring, like the early spring. And it's just growing wild. As you can see, its arms are growing like straight out to the sides. And it's hard to tape it because it's so backlit, but I have this one vine that has grown to be like, I don't know, maybe we'll measure it after we take the cutting. But it's just really long, and something I'm going to try to do today is to just watch out and not cut the vines that have like peduncles left on them. So we'll just see how that goes. Part of my strategy when I'm taking cuttings like this is to look for long bare areas and cut those. See, this stem is really long, and this is a really healthy vine, so I think it will propagate really well. There's no need to have all of this bare stem. So I think that's good on the linearis. It's so hard for me cutting that one because I love it so much. I could have cut it more. It propagates so easily, but I really didn't want to remove very many of the peduncles, even though I did end up removing 2 of them. All right, next. Okay, first of all, we better clean this off because it's covered in Hoya sap. Okay, we're gonna hop over to finish up the cuttings on that micans real quick because it's dry, and then we will do the Adansonii and the vertical micans. look at the size of these leaves. This is like my Adansonii that I got a few years ago, and like you can actually tell there's a big difference between this one and this one, even just like 3 leaves apart from each other. That's going to be really nice. And similarly, these Micans leaves, I mean, they could be better. You saw they were hanging, straggling down. But if you compare them to the Micans that we cut earlier, like side by side, you can see that leaf just barely covers one corner of it. It's just the difference between growing it vertically and versus growing it horizontal, or growing it up versus letting it trail down. Okay, so we have way more Micans cuttings than we will ever know what to do with. But moving on to the last couple of plants, I'm actually going to take them down and set them on the floor because we have Rhaphidophora decursiva, Scindapsus trubii, like the dark one, and this Philodendron glorious. I'm probably going to chop it up into a series of sticks, like single leaves, and so that we can get a bushier pole growing. What else? Was there anything else? I am just about ready to propagate my Pallidiflorum. There's a big bare stem area, but I think I'll wait until I repot it. I think maybe before I end today, I might just wrap this with moss. Otherwise, it's just 3 more plants.
Hop in my getaway car, let's go just for the night. Nowhere is ever too far, baby, all we got is time. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here. From the coast to the coast, where everything is clear. Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastors. Let's be in the present, I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over. We don't need the memories, just need to wipe the slate clean. Go from chaos to the peace, I need to focus on me. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here. From the coast to the coast, where everything is clear. Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastors. Let's be in the present, I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over. Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastors. Let's be in the present, I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over. Hop in my getaway car, let's go just for the night. Nowhere is ever too far, baby, all we got is time. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here. From the coast to the coast, where everything is clear. Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastors. Let's be in the present, I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over. slate clean. Go from chaos to the peace. I need to focus on me. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here. From the ghost to the coast, where everything is clear. Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastors. Let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it. I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over. Follow me from the past into the future.
Okay, that brings us to the end of our propagations. We got to get some water for all of these, and maybe some water for ourselves too. I think I will round out the rest of this video with a few shots of these propagations once they've been rooting for a few days. Or who knows, since I love procrastinating so much, maybe I will round this video out when it's time to pop them. Well, however it goes, I hope that you have a great rest of your day or night or whatever's going on, and I will see you in the next one.